Okay, I know. We've been very irregular with the posting of the cold ones and the let's do these, let's do this, or whatever you want to call it. As you know, holidays are crazy, and having a small family emergency doesn't help things even more. But I'm hoping to make up for it by posting some of the recordings that we did previous to Christmas. Now, what you're about to hear with this recording of a couple of cold ones is sort of our official cold ones get together holiday party recording. Basically what that means is that we had a lot of wine and beer and we got drunk. So as you listen to this, yes, it progressively gets sillier and rowdier, and we are saying pretty much whatever's on our mind. But nevertheless, it's still a lot of fun. So I hope you have as much fun listening to it as we did recording it. I just hope you don't have the hangover that we did the next day. All right, enjoy.
Live from the Spill Studios, located behind a liquor store off the I-35 interchange, it's time once again for a couple of cold ones with the entire fucking Spill crew.
Well, not the entire one. The co-host is still charging up over there.
We actually now that leads to a real. Do we consider co-host one of the Spill crew, or is he just your robot sidekick when we're not around?
He's just my robot sidekick. You know?
But no, this is and this is a strange thing, I know, for some of you guys, but we actually have Leon and Cyrus in the Spill studio with us this week.
No, you
having
don't.
cold ones.
No, we couldn't make it. Sorry. That's right, folks. We're here. Just because it's Christmas, this is your Christmas present from Spill.
Because we are cheap bastards.
Aren't you lucky?
No, we were sitting around recording some reviews, and we just said, man, why don't y'all stick around? Because you make money if you stick around. So it's like, hey.
Don't tell them that.
Don't let
We do this-
Don't let our silent corporate masters know.
I'm
We do
sorry.
this
Yeah.
for the love of the game. Now it
No,
doesn't sound like a Christmas gift anymore. Now it sounds like those cheap motherfuckers wanted to get paid.
It's
know.
a Christmas bonus is what it is.
It's going to be like, okay, y'all broke the bank, so January, nobody does any reviews at all.
So I've never done one of these with you guys. I know you have. So what do y'all start with, like the best comics of the week? Y'all do this?
No, there's no talk of comics at all. That's where the gay corner over to the side. That's where I think that's where we record Leog. Actually,
See,
no,
we don't make fun of gay people on Leog. That's one of our rules.
no,
So, okay.
You make fun of Chick Champa.
We make fun of you,
Hey,
but
man,
close enough.
We love Chick Champa.
Yeah, that's true. We don't make fun of Chick Champa. We don't.
Because
we
he
just
would
don't
decimate
mention,
us.
We just don't mention him at all.
I'm sitting over here eating. I ain't paying attention to what's going on over here. Let me tell you. Let me lay it down for you. What happens here?
Tell us.
So, because I know you don't listen to this shit. So let me tell you.
That's not
Are
true.
you kidding? I don't listen to this shit.
I guess for that matter, I don't either.
No, this is a show where Carlyle makes points, and then you argue with him, but you make the exact same point he just made.
That is true. I've gone back and listened to it. I'm like, man, we just arguing the same shit. We're saying the same exact thing.
And more often than I'm not, I'm saying, dude, you're not listening to me. We agree. No, we don't.
Yeah.
And you say the same thing. You're like, man, you're not hearing me. And I'm like, no, I'm checking email.
First, what me and Korey do is we bullshit about our week. But since we already did that a few days ago with a couple of cold ones, we then move into the top 5, brought to you by Spill, the top 5 movies of the week.
The top 5 movies financially.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. No, we run down the top 5 as published on 1,000,006 different sites, and then we pontificate about them.
And see, y'all think I don't listen to the show, but the fact is, I never know what the top 5 is until I listen to your show.
Kiss ass. So anyway,
So that brings us to number 5.
so you know he does it, Cyrus. He does this every week. He
With the voice and all
he
that?
spazzes out every
Different
week like
voice.
this.
Does he really?
People love that.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's people out there who like that.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
see
just
why you
telling
brought co-host on.
Well,
for a while.
Hey,
just because we've got them here and they don't know, I'll bring us into number 5.
This is like you don't know Jack.
Yeah, get little boys to man. You know, start out soft. You know, you ain't got to get into the rock shit yet. So, number 5 this week is, anybody know what this is? Oh, you looking at the shit, so never mind.
I don't know. I can't see it.
It is, man, can you believe this? 4 Christmases. That shit will not
well,
go
at
away.
least it's number 5. At least it's starting to go away.
Oh, last week it was number 2 or something like that?
Yeah,
that
no,
shit would not go away, man.
It's
guys,
like herpes,
You
man.
cannot deny the power of Vince Vaughn.
Yes, you
I keep
can.
trying to
I
tell
deny
you.
the power of Vince Vaughn.
And it's still number 5.
The power of Vince Vaughn compels you.
What is it?
The power
You
of
and Vince Vaughn,
compels you.
Leon. He has got such a man crush on Vince Vaughn for some reason. I mean, I think he's okay.
Yeah, you know what?
I gotta say, man, like if all celebrities say which celebrity would you like to hang out with, to go drinking with, he's the guy.
I've actually drank with Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
He
here
is
we
the
go.
guy to hang out
See,
with.
you see,
there it is, man.
see,
I can back you
I'm
up.
surprised he doesn't come in.
It's so funny. Like he totally backed me up, and now I can't brag on him for name dropping.
No, yes, yeah, you know, because
Victorious.
He defeated me like
well,
Eminem.
you know, me and Vince had a beer once. Me and VV.
It was twice.
Oh, okay.
He picked up the tab.
That second one wasn't a beer bottle. That was his dick. So anyway, let's go and get into
Man, are y'all always so homophobic on this show?
I know. I was gonna say.
Yes, we are.
No, we are not this homophobic.
You
on
know
the
what,
show.
man? We went
the
through a
guy
whole.
with the 2 gold earrings, however.
Fuck you. So
Which brings us to number 4.
if I wasn't eating, boy, I'd be like ready for this shit. But I'm hungry. Let me just tell you, I went up to the store, the liquor store you always make fun of, to pick up some beer.
Because it's called the liquor store. The liquor store right behind your apartment.
I have you know that's some fancy shit, man. The guy kept me for a little while because he says, you know, you're going to be able to buy some Indian food here and drink some beer in the store at the same time. And I was like, shit, okay, that's getting fancy for a store that sells Cheetos and Snickers.
What's your finest Mad Dog 2020?
Yeah. But hey, man, that's
sir,
cool.
we have a fine 98 Thunderbird.
A Chateau El Segundo.
I'm like, see,
But it's a good week, though.
this is what happens when a motherfucker gets aspirations. So anyway, let's go on to number 4. Your boy's movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
The day, hey, you know, it's
That's when you win.
The day the
My
box
boy,
office
you
stood
gotta-
still.
No, you went on a camping trip with the director or something, right?
I went to New York, and it's kind of. I guess for you, it's like camping because you sleep on some guy's hardwood floor in a corner. But,
Right,
you know,
ain't-
I was staying at the
Yeah.
Empire Hotel.
Spooning with the director. Okay. Give me your shit, man. We got people here. See, we're more lively now because we got people in the room. But yeah, the Day
They're
the Earth Stood
showing off for
Still.
our benefit.
I know. Showing out is what my mom used to
Corey's
say.
presenting.
Now, did you guys see this movie yet? Or have you guys?
No.
I didn't, but I got to be honest with you. Your review is the only positive thing I've heard about it.
Yeah, I've heard across the board.
I think on Rotten Tomatoes, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's at 32 right now. It really was poorly reviewed.
No, just person after person I talked to went to see it anyway. Even after hearing it was bad, came out going, yeah, it was really terrible.
Yeah,
I wish I had gone and seen Slumdog Millionaire like everybody told me I should.
It's the
first
most
of all, you
poorly
have to
reviewed
see
movie that went to number 1. So, you know, they ain't hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't do too well. It dropped very much. It brought in 9.9 million this week, down
Damn.
from 30 million last week. So,
Jesus Christ.
so yeah, I mean,
the thing with this is I was really surprised that they slotted it here because this has never been a good time for science fiction. But last year they put I Am Legend out on that same weekend, and it did huge. The thing is, it did huge because of the power of Will Smith.
Exactly.
And they didn't factor that in. They said, "Oh, sci-fi must be big in December." It's like, no. Sci-fi's not a good. Look back over the years. Every year they release a science fiction film. Every year it tanks. It's not a good time for sci-fi. It's always a good time for Will Smith.
I don't know, man. I think, really, I am not trying to like front you out. I mean, I think it's cool that the director was cool to you. I mean, when you hear a guy like this kind of guy, because you make him sound really nice.
Well, no, I mean he's one of us. I mean, we've been interacting before he signed on to this project. Me and him share almost duplicate views on film.
Now that I have you here, though, now you defend this movie because I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. You make this guy sound nice. I don't know him, but he sounds nice. And I know people get directing jobs and they got to do it. But this movie, as much as I want to like this guy, just based on what you told me, there was a lot of shit about this movie, whether it was in his hands or not, that was just piss poor. The marketing in this movie. What did you think about that?
Well, the marketing. In fact, I wrote him a couple of emails asking what the hell was up.
I mean, like that scene where they blatantly,
where
they meet McDonald's and they blatantly push the McDonald's latte. A guy actually comes in front of the camera with a latte and turns, and I'm like, oh my god, man, come on, man. I mean,
there was some product.
We all know that Starbucks latte is
so
so
much
much better. In fact, you can get a Starbucks latte now at your local Starbucks if you say spill.com sent you.
Also,
They make you pay
sponsored
for
by
it.
Vanilla Porter.
Man, I was trying to be like, because you always talk about that liquor store like it's bad. They got there's some premium
I
beer over
never
there.
have said a bad word about that place. I like that place a lot. I just find it funny that there's the thing that you're forgetting to mention is every time I mention the liquor store, you're talking about the Whip-In. And the Whip-In is located right next to Liquor World,
That's right.
a place
by the
called
same guy.
Liquor World.
But that's a brothel. That's not a liquor store.
But the point is, you live behind a
liquor
store.
spelled completely different.
Exactly.
It's
Where'd you learn
liquor
that?
store.
Yeah. No. Back to the day the Earth stood still. What I'm saying is like, I'm not trying to talk about the director I mean, he sounds like a nice guy, but I think that this movie was not that good because it's a studio movie, man. This is a studio decision. Even if this guy wanted to make the greatest movie in the world, his hands would have been tied by things like promoting McDonald's and Windows or Vista.
Is, I've been getting emails for a week and a half now from people who really like the movie who went to try to find a review that fit what they felt about the film, Googled it and finally found my review and said, "Oh wow, thank you for standing up for this film because nobody else is." And
That being said, there are a lot of people who send me angry emails because they love Norbit, but they're wrong.
Yeah, today I just saw something where somebody said, "Is it crazy that I like disaster movie?" And I'm thinking, yeah. But I mean,
But no, the thing is there now. You, I think, totally nailed it on the head, Cyrus, when you were talking about earlier. You said people who heard how bad it is went and saw it anyway. There are a lot of people went in expecting this to be a bad movie and looking for it to be bad. And this has happened with a lot of people. A lot of critics went in with a chip on their shoulder, ready to tear this film apart because they've got a beef against Fox, and because it's a remake of a classic film, and because it's got Keanu Reeves. It's got 3 strikes against it. There was no way this was going to get praise unless it was the second fucking coming.
I don't know,
Christ.
Carlyle. I mean, those aren't major strikes. I mean, people still want to be entertaining, want to see a good movie. They might expect it to be bad, but like, hey, please let this be good. And I got to say, it's funny because my boss was asking me about this. He's like, "What do you think about this movie?" I'm like, "Well, they didn't give us a screening for it here in Austin." And he asked, he's like, "Does that mean is every time they don't give you a screening, is it a horrible movie?" And I was like, "No, it's not always a horrible movie. But it's never a great one, and it's very rarely even good."
I would say that I am one of those people who went in. I was actually giving this movie a chance because I thought the trailer was actually just solely based on the music choice they had for it. I was like, this is very atmospheric, and I liked the beginning of the movie. They lost me after about 30 minutes. But
Is that when the Silver Surfer showed up?
I was going to say, I saw the trailer. I was like, okay, this doesn't look anything like the original film, but so what? Let's hope they take it.
But you can't really hold the original film against it. I mean, you can,
that's
but you
what I'm
can't.
saying. That
The
wouldn't
trailer,
have bugged me
the
being
trailer
different.
is all the money shots from the movie. It's,
Right.
I mean, the thing is it plays out like the original film does. It's a very slow, evolving story about an alien on the planet Earth. They've just tweaked the story to where the notion is he's not just here to deliver a message. He's actually here to kind of make a judgment as to whether they're going to eradicate us or whether they're going to give us a chance.
It did look kind of like it was bringing in some of that stranger in a strange land type idea of the alien coming down here so different from us and therefore reflecting our foibles, whatever. And you're like, Keanu Reeves, I appreciate that he's a nice guy, but acting just in your blood, bro. Move on.
No, not bro. It's dude.
Dude,
It's bra.
No, bro is Paul Walker.
Yeah, bra's
Yeah, no, and see, you talk about Vince Vaughn is the one you want to hang out with. I think Keanu Reeves would be the funnest guy to hang out
I
with.
hear
man.
he's just a fantastic guy. Like, so much fun to hang out with. Really nice person.
It's like hanging out with an alien.
But acting ain't your thing. Yeah, I'm sure he goes, whoa, so what are we going to do now?
No, he'd be great to hang out with because he's going to attract a lot of chicks, and you be sure to catch some of his runoffs.
You're gonna get some of that fallout right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. When his nose are gonna be yo
You and
yes.
Keanu Reeves together, it'd be like